Hello, guys. So this time we'll talk about Rades. I'm choosing Rades next because it's my favorite tank between the two I'm using. I love Mars, don't get me wrong, but I love Rades a lot. And is the one that most people, from what I see my friends talking about the builds and stuff, I see most of them disagreeing with the build the each other. I mean, we are three guys playing this game, and every single one of us have a different build. I like mine the best, but anyway, it is what it is. It's my idea of how I will build him in the future, and yeah. Let's start with the skill page, of course, because I think you have only two options, in my opinion, between of what he can use to be effective. Maybe I'm just overlooking something, but in my opinion, for him to be effective, there's only two skill pages for him. The first one, and the one that I picked, is is his own passive that at the start of every wave grants 50% of max HP as a barrier. It's for him is not really necessary for PvP because you will have his own barrier. In the future you will have Noel barrier, so there's a lot of barriers on the team with Rades and Noel, so you don't necessarily need this. But the reason I like is like this: you can increase damage reduction to level 5 on skill 2, which is huge in my opinion. Skill damage res by 45%, that's a lot. I really like this part of the kit, and that's the only reason I went for the skill for this page, because it's really a lot in my opinion. That I like to play tanky when I go with Rades. So yeah, the other option, and arguably the best skill page for him, it's the free one, this one. All attack by 10%, which means it's also magical attack by 20% if you max it, which means barrier is 190% of your own magical attack as a barrier for all allies. So the more magical attack you have, the better the barrier it will be. So yeah, arguably this one is the better in my opinion. The other one doesn't really matter in my opinion, because they are better elsewhere. But you're good to go with this one or this one. Most of the people probably will go to this one to make the barrier even stronger, while still do more damage on him. So in PvP, every single little bit of damage is good enough. So yeah, this one probably the best. But for now, I like his skill page. I like the damage res, and for PvE, having a barrier for 2 turns every single wave is good in my opinion, because if you use S3 and go to the next wave, you won't have a barrier because it will reset. So having this adds a little bit of survivability. But for PvP and even on PvE, most of the time this one is way better in my opinion. But yeah, skill 3 is the skill you need to upgrade the most in my opinion. It grants a barrier for 2 turns, which you can cycle with Noel and stuff like that. So your team will be tanky as well. Will tank a lot. And the more magical attack, the better the barrier, the more the skill level, the better the barrier. Also gives you a endurance buff and immunity for 2 turns. Awesome skill, awesome skill. Uh, I love Rades just for this skill. The other two are nice, but this skill alone makes Rades way good. Especially in the team with Noel, he will be cooking in the future. Noel is almost there. He is a lot good. I love this card. S2, without the page, it attacks, damage all enemies, and grants all allies the defense buff, which is nice. And with the skill page, you get increased damage res, which also nice. You deal a little bit of damage, and you make your allies tank a little bit, which I use because the way I build Asta, it will be a glass cannon. At least that's what I have in mind for him. It's a glass cannon when I finish his build. So this will help a lot, combined with the barriers and stuff like that. Will help him be alive for a while. Damage 1, it deals poison. It's just damage. It gives at the level 5 you get more activation rate for the poison. So yeah, combined attack is a taunt, so you can use this to taunt a person, which is cool. I don't know why I still didn't use this, because at least level 4, so you can have the max taunt chance. LR passive is straight up a passive with speed, which is nice. You want him to cycle really fast. This one is the reason I might be duping him first, because every time taking damage, he have a 30% of dealing taunt to that unit. You just need 2 dupes for him. His stats will make him survive better, but they are not necessary, because I was expecting him to give at least a little bit magical attack, because that's his own role, is to deal a barrier, and the barrier is based on magical attack. So the more magical attack, the better the barrier. So they could at least give defense, or between here instead of endurance, a little bit of magical attack, something. But once you max him out, there's a 50% of inflicting a taunt, especially on arena defense. This will be will be huge. So as for gear, like I said, don't mind my gear like an Asta, because yeah, it's a work in progress. But yeah, choose two things, 2 gears slots for attack set, 2 gears slots for speed, and you can use the other ones for 2 for if you want to really be toxic lifesteal, or if you want more survivability, defense, or HP. They're also nice, but 2 attacks and 2 speed is mandatory. No way I'm changing my mind on that. 2 attack and 2 speed with magical attack on primary um, stats. On extra stats you can use defense, critical damage, but mostly defense and magical attack. The whole purpose of Rades is do a little bit of damage and do the best barrier that you can. So the more magical attack you do, all that you upgrade the barrier, and you upgrade the damage you deal by a little bit. So it comes in handy. Don't forget that units like Asta can remove the barrier, so be mind of that. Wait for the right time to bury. Don't bury right away. Of course, with Noel you can cycle and stuff like that, but you need to be mind of unit like Asta. Asta really counters Rady and Noel. He really does. But anyway, Noel does a lot of damage, and if you give him Noel and Asta with Rades, you will be do a lot of damage. But that's where I think it diverses from Mars, because you want more offensive stats on Rades, in my opinion, because you need magical attack. That's a must. Even if Asta removes one barrier, the other three members will have the barrier, at least for 2 turns. So yeah, of course you need a little bit of defense or HP and stuff like that to make sure you can tank Asta, because you're green. Asta will do a lot of damage on you, so be mind of that. Um, Next is the talents. The talents are really, really nice for Rades. There's two options, in my opinion. You need magical attack. A straight up magical attack increase is better than the attack one. Where is it? 7% attack versus 7% magical attack. I think magical attack is better. You could go like this, but I don't think it's as good. Or you could go with this. This one it's for boss fights. This one gives extra crits, so you want to deal every single little bit of damage you can. So magical attack for the barrier, battle frenzy for the little extra crit. In here you could go with defense increase, which is nice. This one gives defense and crit res. You also need crit res to survive more, and it stacks 5 times, so it's nice. You could go with HP. I like defense more than HP for him, but yeah. This one is a boss one. This one is straight up crit res, and Iron Will is debuff immunity. Once you could go with Iron Will as well, like this, defense and Iron Will, because the debuff immunity is nice, but I like endurance. I like the crit res, so yeah. This one increases SP plus 1 if you have less than 2 SPs at the start of the turn. So also nice. I like this one a lot. And straight up damage res. So yeah. The other options for him, nothing really important. I think these two are the most important ones. So yeah, team comps. My dog is here playing. Team comps is right now I'm using this. I'm also leveling up a full blue team for the just for the trolls. I really like these two characters in game, so I'm just leveling them while nothing else to do. And the other option is Rades, Asta, Noel here, and the last one. I'm sorry. And the last one, you could go for Mars for another tank, or you could go for a debuff like Lotus or the new Yuno, or supportive like yeah, William. William is really nice with this guy. So having him, William, Rades, and Noel is probably the best team for now, in my opinion. But you could go with Asta, Yuno, the new Yuno that's coming, Rades and Noel, or you go with full um, uh, like I don't know, but mostly I see the best team right now for is Rades, William, Asta, and Noel. You can switch Asta for guys like Yami. Uh, you could change William for what's the name? Finroll. Finroll is also nice. Yeah, there's a lot of comps that you can do. Right now, what I will do is, if I get William, will be William, Asta, Rades, and Noel. If I don't get William, it will be Asta, Yuno, Rades, and Noel. Just because I really like the new Yuno, and I don't have Lotus. Lotus is really nice in every single team, so but William works really well with Asta. So yeah. Anyway, that's my build for Rades. Uh, he he really uh, takes advantage of the enhancement passive, but don't chase it. Units like him and Mars doesn't really need to chase dupes. I think the dupes will be better in the future units, even though from all these units, Rades and Mars are the most the ones that will be better in the future. I think Rades holds a brighter future than, let's say, season one Asta, and I think Hades, Rades, sorry, is way better than, let's say, in the future William. Even though I think William is way better than people give him credit for. I'll make the video again after Mars, and I have an alt account that I'm trying a different team. Let's see if I can show you. Let's see how this works out. Let me figure out how to change the windows. I think it's this one. As you can see, I have a different which I'm using William, Yami, and Charlotte. I'm saving all my crystals and tickets for the season 2. But Charlotte is really nice. Is way better than I give her credit for. So yeah, William is way nice. William is way better than people give him credit for. Even in the future, I see people already dropping him to the A tier. The, I don't see it. I think he's still S tier because he's just too annoying in defense, and he works with Yami. He works well with Red Asta. He will work well with the new Yuno. It works a lot with units. It is way good. Even better if you have. Don't mind this. I was just trying the damage. It is way better if you find the if you have his book. So yeah. Anyway, Rades, awesome unit, S tier for me. No change in my mind. He's only getting better, and you can't go wrong working on him. He's just awesome. Mars, these two, and Lotus. You can't go wrong with working on them, investing on them. But just a small tip to finish this off: don't waste potions to level up after level 80. Takes a lot of potions and it's not really worth it. It's better to save for the, let's say, Noel, because you will need to level her up fast, and it's better to save the potions for to make Noel quick as possible, or other unit that you want. It's better, and you once you farming, you will get levels anyway. So yeah, as you can see, I already have 4 LRs. We'll work on the ones after season 2. But anyway, let me know what you think of my build or idea for a build for Rades on a comment or DM me, and see you soon. Bye bye.